Hello, folks. Welcome to Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Yeah, I had pancakes this morning. That means it's Saturday. Also, Minecraft. So that's a thing. It's been a while. I think it's been almost a week or a full week since we've been back on the Citadel server. We are going to pick up where we left off. I hope. I've been frustrating with this build, and I have not been hiding that. So, depending on how well it goes, we might pound through and try to get farther ahead with this. We might bail and do something else. We might switch games. I don't know. But we're going to see what we can take a crack at. Because at least something that I find is important with this build, the size of the city and the way that things have been going, is just you have to do a little bit every week. Like if you have to just keep on pushing. Otherwise, nothing good seems to happen. And I guess one of the things that we could do is to tackle the big ugly in the room is the roof. And I could also change this to a proper table and chair, which might inform how I want to do the inside here. We could do a little interior decorating and stuff, but I want to get rid of these stone bits as well. So we'll go and grab some shulker boxes and see what we can come up with. You can, of course, share the tweet that's out there right now. If you do bang tweet or bang Twitter in chat, you'll go to Joel Duggan on Twitter, which is my Twitter handle, and you can share what's going on here on the channel. So that is the furniture box. We're going to need dark oak, and we're going to need probably stone bricks. I feel like the sounds are low. No, should be fine. Weird. Anyway, let's just see. What else do we need? Oh, we'll take... Maybe we'll do the fireplace. This one. Obu gifted a tier 1 sub to Drew and Jen. Thanks for the gift sub, Obu. And Mindtrip Media, I missed the tier 3 subscription for 6 months in a row. 6 months, that's amazing. You've got a Air Keystone badge now. I really appreciate that. Hope everyone's having a good day. Always good to see the regulars. We've got EWP, we've got Cosmic, Storm Dance, Obu, of course, Druid Jen. Guess we'll bring this too. I'm going to end up turning around and forgetting something, I'm sure, but whatever. Maybe we can also just like move on to the next build and kind of fill it in, kind of cut down some trees, sort of fill out the area a bit. That could be cool. Let's set up in here, just in case we decide that we need to work outside. And you know what? I guess we could have set up in here. That would have been out of the way too, huh? We'll just ender chest and bed. So I think a 3x3 table is probably a good size. We could go with a 3x2, which could be good too. And I think we'll go with spruce. to make some more tables. So this is the tables and chairs data pack by Chuck. And what's cool about it is that you can change the legs on the table with this furniture hammer. So I consider it's a very vanilla pack. You can put the tables down. You can see that they're trapdoors at first, but then you can use this hammer, and every time you use the hammer, it changes the legs. Now that table has one leg, and that table has one leg. And then we can take these and have a proper table in Minecraft. They always light up a little bit funny, but pretty cool. And then for the chairs, I guess we could try the fancier looking chairs. What's neat about the chairs is that you can punch them and they go half a block. So you don't have to have a giant square table, which is nice. And I think we're going to go with the fancy chairs. Because the chairs are just armor stands. Oops. And I think I could possibly place 2 at a time. So we could end up with 6 chairs around here, which could be cool. Oh, Mickey Moose, you got a gift sub from Comismic. That's awesome. And you were out hiking and cycling. Nice. Sounds like a fun way to spend the day. As much as I love my job, it is a beautiful day here. And September is one of my favorite times of year in Nova Scotia because it's no longer really humid and hot. You still get days where it's 20 or 24 degrees, but the humidity is like 30%. Like it's nothing around here. Normally humidity in the summer here is like 85, 90. And it makes for some beautiful days. And can really feel the light changing too, and the temperature changing at night. I've got to bring all my basil in off my balcony. It's I'm worried it's going to get too cold overnight now, and I'm going to lose the plants. So I'm going to have to bring them in and harvest them. I need to look up again how to harvest basil properly and store it for the winter. I think you can freeze it. It's great to have for like spaghetti and meatballs and stuff. So the good news is we should be able to destroy the blocks underneath these and they shouldn't go anywhere. So we can change the tiles on the floor. That gives the room a much different feel, right? It feels like a much bigger hall. We wouldn't be able to change the tables. They have to stay on the grid. So I would have liked to have oriented that table the other direction, but there's no real place to do that. Speaking of hiking, I saw the pictures on Instagram of your last hikes. I'm so envious. You live in such a beautiful part of the world. Thanks. That was actually from much earlier this summer. That was from June, I think. Alistair and I went to Taylorhead Park, which is one of my favorite spots in the province. It's a provincial park. So well-maintained trails. Everything's very easily marked. It's definitely a long hike. And there's parts of it that have gotten really muddy and are not nice, which is unfortunate. But the views that you get after paying the mud price, I guess, are pretty good. So I didn't bring any basalt, and I think this is the back of the... Yeah. Normally I'd like to add some color here. That's also the outside. Because something I'd like to do is add some logs in there and some fires, campfires. But what I'm thinking is that we'll have, maybe we could have something hanging. And technically this could be broken up a bit. Just so it at least looks like a chimney. We could hang a cauldron, maybe. Or have a cauldron off to the side. But I'm thinking of putting the fire in the back corner. So we could have something like this. And then maybe have like two. Change this direction. Yeah, I feel like we could play with that a bit. Maybe we could put something that looks like a charred log. Like basalt or something. Is there anything else that looks like a charred log? I'm trying to remember. So I'll go get my basalt and my cobblestone. September is a pretty magical time for outdoors. Yeah. Are you in Tables and Chairs mod? It's a data pack. Yeah. Are you in North America, Mecky Moose? So basalt, I guess, cobbled deep slate, tough. I don't think mud really works as... Yeah, I don't know, actually. I'm gonna try it. I'm looking for something that looks like soot, you know? Cosmic is saying I would love for 1.20 some more animated textures like campfires, anything that adds any kind of animation in the game. I agree. Yep. I was thinking about that when I was playing Satisfactory last night, that the game really starts to pick up when things start to move. And Minecraft is the same way. So I don't know if this is going to look like ashes. It might. Oh, that's a hole in the floor. You know, that's actually not bad. I wouldn't want to do the whole thing, but it's not terrible. Maybe this one has to be basalt. I guess I could turn this sideways so it looks like it's part of the same log. Or maybe I have to like flip that so that that's that log, and then it's a really high contrast, isn't it? We're gonna have to remember to lower the ceiling. Ran the treadmill this morning instead of jogging outside, but at least I still got my exercise, staying inside the rest of the day. Yeah, for me it's more about just like fresh air and non-motor monitor time. Vancouver, says Mickey Moose. Oh, very cool. Another Canadian. I'm in Nova Scotia, if you didn't know. Or according to Cosmic, didn't catch my accent, which apparently I have. I don't know, as much as I like that, I feel like it kind of sticks out funny. Whoops. So, I think we're going to make this a oak log, which means I need to go get an oak log. I don't know if I have one. Frustrating. I have one. We need to go get more anyway. I used to run on treadmills, but now I just run outside. Look, there's a bit of an accent, and just every so often you go maximum Canadian. Really? Be curious to know what words I go maximum Canadian on. I'm looking for both of you. No, dark oak doesn't really work in fireplaces. I've tried that, Mickey Moose. It looks good for like stacks of wood. I mean, I can try it, but I don't think it's gonna work. And it just looks like it's just too high of a contrast. I think if I wasn't using the campfires, it would work. Yeah, it's kind of boring. We can maybe put some other stuff there. And I think we've got deep slate. Does this do... Can you not do deep slate buttons? I thought you could do deep slate buttons. Maybe it's cobble deep slate. Maybe I'm just wrong. So the tough doesn't really work. This doesn't work at that angle. Like that though. Let's switch these two around. That goes there. That goes there. What's a good in between? I guess this is maybe where the tough could go. And then I could do the same smooth stone. So it looks like the hearth is kind of like covered over with some dirt and stuff. And then here, I think, oh, I didn't bring any iron with me, but we could probably put like an iron gate across here, which would look cool. Or maybe I've got nether fences. This sheep is driving me crazy. Where are you? Okay, so we could have, I feel like we could hang a cauldron right there, which could look cool. I always thought basalt looked sort of like burnt ash wood. I can't think of anything else that does. Yeah, I mean, either. I wonder if it's like blackstone. Let's just go quickly check, because I know I've put things in some of the other fireplaces. One in particular I know is really good. So it might be blackstone. This could work too. Coal block in general is too black, but it's the right kind of texture. No, I know over here I was doing things like putting specific blocks behind the fireplaces. Let's see. So that's basalt. And probably looks like deep slate. Yeah. And then what's down here? Can't really see. That's basalt. Okay. Where's the spot that has a big fireplace? The inn? The inn has a big fireplace. And no door, apparently. Yeah, see how nice and sooty this looks? There's some blackstone. Yeah, okay. Alright. That's probably what I need then. It's so nice to have all of this stuff for reference that I've built. I don't feel like I'm cheating by looking up. Well, not cheating. I mean, like everybody gets inspiration ideas from everyone else, but like I feel like I'm not giving up and going to check some other builder. It's like, no, I know I've done this before. I just don't remember. Don't remember how I did it. Cauldrons, anvil, bars. I don't know any chains. Huh. It's your very own Pinterest board. Yeah, sort of. The Mighty Elkhorn is here. Thanks for the shadow for Elkhorn Cosmic. I didn't see you come in. Linus Lego plays Minecraft. Rating with a party of 5. Thanks so much. Welcome in. I hope you've come in before the pre-rolls. I did an ad just before I started, so that should have disabled the pre-rolls, but that might be over now. Linus was playing Minecraft, I think. What were you doing in Minecraft, Linus? Lego My Radio. Nice. Lego My Radio. So we could put this here. Or we could stick it off to the side. What does this look like if it's actually on the floor? I think I like it better hanging up. Yeah, there are a number of mods and data packs. The mods on the server are mostly quality of life. The data packs add some fun little micro blocks, things like you see on Hermitcraft, essentially. So you really only get to see the chain from the side. This is where I wish we could hang things a little bit differently. I might even try to put an armor stand here and lower this down, because then we could have like a small cauldron, which would make more sense. And then for the blackstone, I think I might try to put the blackstone either there or under the fire, because I'm not a big fan of blackstone. Very dark, it's very purple, so I kind of feel like that can go underneath here. And I think we might want to switch these two. And I need something else to build this up. We could do another campfire here, but put it out. And we could also add in some logs, some mini logs. So yes, I didn't see what Linus was up to, but welcome in. If you're new, I do the Spawn Chunks podcast. I co-host and produce that with Pixel Riffs. New episodes come out on Monday. I also do the Citadel Cafe podcast. That was a new episode this week. Most recently, in the last few weeks on Spawn Chunks, we've interviewed Impulse SV from Hermitcraft. That was a lot of fun. And I stream here on Twitch. I do Minecraft. I do Satisfactory streams again. And I have now started a new Friday Lego stream, which Linus Legos Plays Minecraft. You folks might be interested in. So we started the Optimus Prime Lego build yesterday, live on stream. About 3 hours, I think, 3 and a bit. No, almost 4. I think it was 3:45. So we got through the first 3 bags of the 1,500 pieces of the Optimus Prime Lego. It was very chill, very fun, great chats. I thought it was pretty successful. I'm looking forward to improving the stream and doing more with it. So it should be a good time. I was looking for something that I don't remember what it was. Mini blocks. That's precisely the one that I'm looking for, but there's a lot more in here. EWP, loved the Impulse interview. Started watching his Hermitcraft after that. He's great. Oh, you didn't know anything about Impulse before the Spawn Chunks? That's interesting. Normally, it's the Hermitcraft people bringing their audience to the Spawn Chunks. I mean, the Spawn Chunks is popular. Don't get me wrong. We've surpassed, 1 million downloads last year, so like we're up there. But EWP says they live under a rock. Well, that's fair. As do I. As do I. I don't get a lot of pop culture references. There's some polished basalt we could use. There's basalt. Polish is not going to work. Do we have any coal? I don't see any mini coal blocks. Aha! We do indeed. Coal ore, coal ore. Oh, there are two different models. Or textures, I guess I should say. I don't have room. That can go. We'll take some of those. Oh, dark. So as you can see, we're using the basement of the unfinished keep as our main storage. So the part of this is going to be kind of like functional Minecraft. but on the surface we're doing mostly medieval stuff. Oh, here's another fireplace forge that I should look at. Yeah, again, mostly basalt and some deep slate. We might have to make the outside chimney on the back of this a little bit thicker. So my thoughts are that something like this would look good about here. Anytime you have a chance in Minecraft to put something off center, off the grid, I think it generally works. But we may also want to put that up here instead. And then put the burnt one down here. As if a piece has fallen off, maybe. We could also... I don't have any stone with me, I don't think. I never thought about slabs. Do I have... bring any deep slate slabs? I don't know if piling this up is going to look good. So maybe we can switch these. That feels a little bit strange. Oh, what am I thinking? We should put a magma block there. That's what we need. And we're going back and forth. Told you. Love the outline of how this place looks on the mini-map. The wall surrounding the garden fits in really well with the space. Thanks, yeah. It's definitely distinct. Like, you can get kind of like the power dynamic. Like, this is obviously the biggest structure, but this is pretty sizable, right? Like, it's not going to have the same amount of grounds, but... And we're going to add on to this, so this I think is going to come out more to the south. Because there's a great big space back here that I don't know what to do with. And that to me is just prime real estate for more keep. And I think what we could probably do... I thought about this after watching Rings of Power last night. This is cool and all. Obviously the data pack is not working. But this is cool and all, but this would be even better if this was like a protruding, like a I don't know what they're called. An annex, maybe? It's like a half circle, like with a window. Same idea, we'll just push it out farther. And that would give opportunities for more shapes back here and more towers, which I think it needs. So that could be quite cool. Man, I'm getting a lot of frame hitches today. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, it was in my nether box. That's annoying. I should have checked. Should have checked. Rings of Power last night made me want a rolled up scrolls block. That library was everything. Oh, EWP, I agree. I agree that Lord of the Rings of Power is just a beautiful show. They're doing such a good job. Speaking of, Pixelriffs is going to join me on the Citadel Cafe on Wednesday this week, and we're going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes. I think that works pretty well. The only thing I might change, like I said, is that I might turn that into an armor stand. But then also we got this here. It's that, or I use like black nether brick. The black nether brick might look better. Which of course I took out. My brain is just not at full throttle today, just in case anybody's wondering. Won't spoil Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, since it is also new, but I am getting inspired by that TV show. It's so good. Yeah. Oh, I mean, like, we can talk production quality. You know, we can talk how pretty the show is, how well it's acted. I don't want to get into any plot points. I will on Wednesday, though. Johnny and I will go into spoilers for episodes 1, 2, and 3. I love that they're 70 minutes long. You know, like they're long. They're as long as they need to be so far, which is great. I saw a stone in here. The black stone is the one that you can make a button out of. That's what it is. I think I like the gray bit better. Whoops. Yep. A little bit more subtle. I need that still. So we've got deep slate on the sides, but then we've got this stone at the back. And if I change the stone at the back, we're going to end up changing the outside. So if, for example, I wanted this to be a little sooty, I have to go around the other side. Oh wow, that's really up there. Okay. So you can see how I've already added to thickness of the chimney. All we'd have to do is just pull this up. Maybe not to there, but we definitely want to have some thickness maybe coming at this level. That's why you have a spoilers chat in Discord. Yeah, exactly. I don't mention it much because I don't go in there. But yeah, we have a spoilering channel. So for folks that want to, the only difficult part about having the spoilering channel is that there might be several different shows. Like you might want to go and maybe somebody's watching The Boys and you're okay with spoilers on The Boys, but then you're not okay with spoilers on Rings of Power. And I don't go in, so I don't know what the room has self-governed itself into its rules and regulations and stuff, so I don't know. I think that's good enough for now. I don't want to cut down that tree, but it's really hard to see what's going on otherwise. So now we can come in here and make this feel a little bit more worn through. And the smoke hides most of it. That's a cool scene. Rainy evening. The lit up towers and stuff. I'm gonna have to do something fancier on the top of that. I suppose folks could use threads in the spoilers channel, so you could look at the thread for what you're watching and avoid threads for what you don't want to spoil on. That's a good idea. I think the spoilering channel was created long before threads were a thing in Discord, so that's a possibility. I guess I should probably work in some bricks as well. Because you see we've got the bricks on the side here. I'd say that's pretty good. I don't know if this is covered up now. No. Tough just doesn't work, does it? When you get it up too high, it just does not jive the way that I want to. So the next question is, what could we put in here that would work and also look dark? Maybe we could make a polished stone. Of course, that looks dark on the outside as well, so that might not work. I haven't decided if andesite is the final block for that. I might not want to go that shiny. And we could go dark, dark. Oh, that kind of has a stripy effect, doesn't it? That's not good. Perhaps this has to be completely deep slate brick. Yep. Okay, that works. What does that change the outside of this to? So that changes that to dark. Does that mean that Yes. That's a little frustrating. I guess that could work. I'm okay with that. kind of looks like it's coming down at an angle, you know? Makes sense. Are there any fun armor stand things you could do here, like leaning a shield or a shovel in the composter or something fireplace related? Yeah, I think I could probably hang or put something that looks like a fire tool, you know, like I could make a I could make a netherite hoe and hang that on the wall. Or what I'm thinking is putting some sort of like shield above the mantle, like having some sort of, I don't know what we would do, but like some sort of like, oop, not there. Some sort of wood structure up there. And then have some big coat of arms or something on it. I think that could look cool. I think that's it for mini blocks, so that's good. I don't know if we need more of the coals. I think that's probably enough. Thankfully, it's lighting the room up, so we don't need those anymore. Almost everywhere. Probably gonna end up with something over the door there. That's got a nice glow effect to it. I like that. It's still sunny outside, so it's not going to be quite the same. Nothing says fancy like a netherite hoe, right? Yeah, definitely a thing. All right, well that changes the vibe in here a little bit. The other thing we can do is add, like, you know, cracked bricks and all that kind of stuff. And I think the fancy armor stand thing that I want to try is oh, where's that book? The book is in here. Toolbox. Stands. Put some stuff away here. Didn't need the anvil. Do I have enough sticks somewhere to make armor stand? I do. So I don't know. We're not going to be able to fill it with anything if we do this. But I'm just curious. If I do the armor stand thing and styles, show arms, and then I give it a cauldron, it does that. But if I mirror flip, main hand head. Right, so that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. I thought there was a way that you could put the block on the head, but it's probably only if it's a block. Right? So if I do this, and then I do main hand head. Right, that's what I wanted to do with the armor stand, but I don't, or with the cauldron, but because the cauldron displays as an item in your hand, not as a block model, I think that's the problem there. So I thought we could have a small cauldron. I guess we'd have to find a cauldron mini block, but I don't know if that exists. Everything's connected. I love it. I thought I had one. I guess I don't. I never thought, I know we don't talk a lot about the currency on the Citadel, but we could use mini blocks as currency. Because it's RNG, you never know what you're going to get. You never have a lot of them. Like, what's the biggest stack I have? 24 lanterns, 18 chests. Like, you don't have a ton of things. I was thinking it would be fun to try and mess with these on the build. Hey, there's Mini Packs. Thanks for the shout out for Mini Packs, Cosmic. Funky Monkey, welcome in. Good to see you again. Just took me far too long to figure out how to use that Prime sub. I'm sorry, EWP, I completely missed that. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the support. Welcome in. The Prime sub will give you an access to your, on your Discord. You can join the Joel Duggan Discord now. Look for Joel Duggan in the Connections tab in your Discord options. Sometimes, especially on a busy Saturday, you might find that it'll take like a half an hour for Discord and Twitch to talk. But so I was trying to decide what to do along here, and I was thinking I might be able to get up like to something like this. I just have to be very like specific about the placement of this stuff. And this is something that I saw in Rings of Power, was that they did a really cool job having like battle. Was it Rings of Power? No, you know what it was? I was watching a trailer about New World. There's an update to New World from Amazon, the MMO that they had. And some of their walls, like they had spots like this where you could see over, but in between, the things were massive. Like they were like twice, 3 times the size of a character. And I just think that's a really neat idea. Because we'd have something like this, but then I could have like, I don't have enough room to do anything really tall, but it would be cool down the line to have more going on these. I don't normally use this many mini blocks because it does start to feel modded, but it's such a special build. I do like it. Yeah, please do join EWP. I think you'll enjoy it. Given what we've been talking about today, I think you'll have a very good time. Cosmic is letting me know it's break time, so I should listen to the Cosmic. I'm gonna put some stuff away here. And if you're new to the channel, as I think some of you may be, I take a break once an hour. It's an excellent habit to get into when you're playing video games or streaming or doing whatever. I find that I can stream for longer when I do this kind of stuff. So I'm going to take a break. I do play some ads, but you're not missing anything because I'm not here. I will be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Never seems to fail. I always come back to the stream after break, just as it's getting dark. Like it's always like 30 seconds to sundown when I come back. So there's always this like delay of like, do I wait? Do I sleep? What do I do? YTK, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Dan. Okay, so we've kind of fixed it up in here. Did we mess anything up outside? Yeah, we've got to go up a little bit higher outside here. Okay, it's done. So the only thing I want to check now is I want to grab some darker materials and test those against the iron bars. And I guess we can probably try some crack bricks and stuff along here in places. I mean, I'm assuming that I want to keep this as stone. Oh, was that a stair? That was a stair. Crap. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want it to look like super old. It might be better to go with like smoothing things out rather than roughing things up. So we can come over here and change that and this into smooth versions. This is just, oh, too much. But, you know, it's the kind of details that eventually do help. What is going on? Maybe if we made all of this the same texture. Good old scaffolding. Oops. Let's try this one. There you go. Like the stone bricks in front of the deep slate bricks makes the fireplace stand out. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I want to keep that contrast. Sorry for the server business question, but where are we fighting? When? Where are we fighting the Ender Dragon at the moment? Kind of like some wings again, given the last experience to my end, not wanting to visit an end city. Yeah. Where are we fighting the Ender Dragon? The Ender Dragon. There's only one place to where to fight it. Where are we with fighting the Ender Dragon at the moment? You can still do it. I think what we want to do is reset all of the end portals, and I was going to do that when I update to 119.2. So that's the plan. I don't mind that for now. I wonder if we switch these two, that would work. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I wonder if we could start to put in some andesite up there too. No, you know, that's really distracting. Never mind. The trial and error of doing this stuff live on stream is just, sometimes you just gotta throw blocks at the wall, literally, and see what works. I feel like this needs to be fancier, but I don't think it would look good as polished andesite, you know? No, that does not work. What about keeping this all smooth stone? I really wish we had smooth stone stairs. Sorry. We've got stone stairs. What I want is stairs in this texture. That one. No, I guess andesite's the best option, isn't it? Unless we go darker on the hearth and go with like deep slate stuff. I don't know, that's tough. It makes it feel more sinister. That's for sure. But it looks more intentional than the andesite. I mean, I guess we could just leave this all as bricks too, right? What do we think? Does the dark hearth blend in too much with the background? I think we lose the contrast of the dark inside of the fireplace when we do that with the light outside, or the dark outside. Wait until the update and reset the end gateways. That way, if I chicken out of the dragon fight, I'll have options to go to an end city that don't include me falling into the void. Yeah, so that's the issue. We've got this problem where if you go through the end portals, you might end up just plummeting to your death, which is frustrating for the players in the server. So Alistair and I came up with the idea of using admin tools to remove all of the end portals, but maintain all of the builds that we've got in the end. We could just reset the end entirely, but I spent a lot of time working on that Enderman farm, so I'd rather not. Liked the andesite, but if you're not wanting to go with that, then the stone brick is really nice too. Yeah, I think the stone brick works a little bit better once we've got the texture changes in the background, you know? So like, I feel like we can come in here and change this guy into a stone. Oops, nope. Like that. And then we can come across here. Maybe the bottoms are andesite. So it looks like there's a little bit more of a parallel between those two. I do sort of like the carved stone, or chiseled stone, but I feel like it's too much like the pillars. But maybe it's better than that. Yeah, I mean, I think it works. Ninja Boy was used. Thanks very much for the follow. I don't think I want a cracked brick here. No, I think what we'll do is maybe we'll dress these up with some stuff. Like we could have swords hanging upside down, or we could have some other cool things happening there. We could also open this up a bit. But I guess the stairs worked better. Oh, I like that better than... Yeah, I like that better. What if we remove this? Oh, then you can see inside. Never mind. I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason. I like that better than the pointy one. Okay, I guess the only thing left to chest is just the front gate stuff. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. I'm glad you like it. Oh yeah, me putting the campfires in there while I was building it, I probably should have waited and done that last, you know? And so we've got another brick fences. I think that's it. I think Blackstone doesn't make fences, does it? No. Yep. Okay. Are you doing any special goals this month for September, Joel? Just the regular sub goal. Like I think I had it up. I think it was 500 is always the goal. And it's for people that don't know, the 500 goal, that basically means like, I mean, I shouldn't say that I could stream full time because I stream full time now. You know, with the podcasting and streaming, like I'm a full-time content creator, but the level at which I don't have to, we'll say, strategize on Twitch is like 500 subs. But we've hit that before with like gift subs and stuff, but then the gift subs don't stick around. So I'd rather get to the 500 organically. Like I'd like to have 500 authentic, you know, community members that want to be here and support stuff like that. So it's just a numbers game. It's just a time thing. So I just continue to make good content and hope that people jump in there. I do have a Nightbot thing. Save up to 30% on subs until September 30th, but September is not what it used to be. It used to be a much better deal for people for subbing, and it's not that anymore. But yeah, that's the other thing is that, I mean, I've got lots of Lego sets right now, but if I want to keep that up indefinitely, then having the 500 subs means that like I'll be able to buy Lego sets for those Friday streams. That kind of stuff too. 500 subs also means that I can buy new games and diversify the content a bit on the server. So like that could be fun too. kind of like the fences. They're beefy, but they're a better texture or a better color. I kind of like that. I kind of make that looks like it's a gate, you know, that opens. I think that you can't, I don't think you can make fence gates, can you? Not when you're not in the right crafting bench, you can't. Nope. Yeah, I think I like that the best. And then we'll have to decide what to do with the floor. I want to see if I can get some like glazed terracotta and maybe make it look like there's a carpet underneath here. I feel like a rug right in this area here would make sense. But usually you'd want the rug and the table to run the length of the room. So I might end up changing this table around to be, well, we'd have to keep it 3 wide. That's a big table. I guess we could have the rug over here. Kind of like in this space here. The glazed terracotta with the arrow on it would be perfect. Yeah. Isn't that the truth? We also did some really cool stuff over at the, you might have noticed it when we popped in earlier, but inside here, we've got a cool floor pattern with blast furnaces, and basalt. So these are all furnaces, and then the blast furnaces are just like over on the sides. That's kind of a cool pattern. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that so that it doesn't feel like we have to put in a carpet. We could just use a cool pattern. I don't know what I would do. I'd have to look up something. Except no other color. Nice. I do feel like it's still getting lost along here, but hopefully putting something on the wall back there will help with that. I feel like we need something hanging out here too. Thing you did with the armor stands and sort of cross swords would look great here. Yeah, I agree. That kind of idea. I'd like to do that, something similar above the hearth. Like up here, I think a shield, put something on it. What Cosmic is talking about is over here. Let's see if I can remember the back way into this house. Over here. So we did this little thing with armor stands and a trapdoor. I think it's very effective because we didn't have room over the hearth. So I think something like that could look good in the new spot. Mecky Moose, thanks for the lurk or the unlurk. Welcome back. Can confirm good content. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, I think that's some decent progress in here. Certainly, I like these baby steps. That way you're not kind of overwhelmed with doing everything all at once. I can put these two down. All right, next up is going to be a lot of dark oak. Probably some stone. Because I want to take these things off the ceiling. So we tried and failed. Also, we have a hole here. We tried and failed to add these dormer type things to the roof. I don't like them. And inside, they ended up making like little rooms, which are very small and didn't really end up having the same effect that I wanted to. And if you really back up, you can see that they just kind of blend and don't really do much. So I think the main thing I want to do right now is just take them out. And not having this part of the roof finished is like part of the issue that I have with the build right now, so hopefully we can come up with something. I don't know whether we're going to try something new. We could try putting like a one central structure, which could save us. This is the issue inside where we've got these things, which I don't like. So on the other side, and I'll fly around to show you, we were trying to add a bunch of different windows. But what we ended up doing instead was having one giant window. And then within that, sorry, one giant dormer. And then within that giant dormer, that's where we put all the separate windows. So if I fly around the other side, so we ended up with just this one structure and then added little windows inside of that. And the way that that looks inside is that it ends up being second story windows inside the hall, which I think works very well. I don't remember being able to see that stuff before, but the bricks. But if we go back up to the top there, there's a chance, even though it's centered on 2 blocks, which is the only challenging part, we could have one structure here as well. CJ says you like that a lot. You mean the other side? The windows coming in from the outside? Thanks. That I didn't have any reference for that. I just kind of made that up as I went along. It took a while. It's on the VOD. If you go back to, I think it's part 2 or 3 of the whole thing. All right, so that fixes the problem, but leaves us with a new one, which is just how plain that side of the roof looks, right? It needs something there, I think. I just don't know what that is. I'm also finding that the tower over here is getting a little bit too blended in with the chimney. So if we were to add something here, so I could have one structure here in the middle. That could help. I don't want to come out too far because I do like the idea of having this battlement up here, but there's only the one access point. So if we were to do one single thing, I'd want the roof to be below the roof line of the main build here. The problem with this is that something centered on 2 blocks tends to look more like a barn. So maybe the thing to do is to go with like stairs. Whoops. And as per usual, there's just a lot of backing up and seeing what it looks like from a distance, and you can barely see that. Now it can come out a little bit farther, and then we could keep the wall more subtle behind it. We could also try to make it wider as well. The second thing, when flowers don't go where I want them on the block. Oh man. Yeah, roofs, flowers. There's a couple of things in Minecraft that I do find really kind of like remove my creative flow, like they really present a roadblock. See, that just feels too small, right? Like, so one in the middle doesn't really work. And I don't like the shape. Like, it just gets so solid here at the top. It doesn't really feel very good. So the other thing we could try would be to do the same sort of like broad thing here. But I want to stick with the stairs. But then we could go with something that comes out farther. Roofs and inventory, yep. Yep, I'm very curious to see what might be coming as far as inventory goes on the Minecraft Live announcement. So that goes there. So that could give us a lot more room. Yeah, I don't really like the... It's too high anyway. What am I going to do about this? I guess I could just put like a slab here for now. There have been so many things suggested for an inventory update by the community, and I want, and what I like about Mojang is they tend to go with the thing that no one was thinking of if they go with an inventory improvement. Yeah, like they tend to do, I like to call it like solving a problem in a very Minecrafty way. So maybe not the most direct approach, but something that's fun, or I guess something that's unique and quirky but still works, if that makes any sense. So that's a better shape. I still feel like it might be too tall. For instance, when lighting mechanics, lots of folks had some great ideas for something you could just add to the game to prevent mob spawns. Instead, Mojang changed the lighting mechanics, and the community was like, oh, that works. Why didn't we think of that? I think the problem with that is that we never thought Mojang would change the spawning mechanics. I think that was something that people felt would just not change, and that's why all the other solutions were like beacons and other things. So I like the shape of this. I just feel like it might be a little bit too tall. Maybe just by a block. So we'll take it down a notch. What did I do? I did 1, 2, 3 stairs. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to make this a sharper roof, but hopefully 2 stairs together will be enough. Because we still only ever make roofs like 1 block thick. There's just something about being able to have a very steep gable that really sells these kind of builds. Oh man, somebody in my neighborhood is barbecuing and it is making me hungry. Alright, so if that was here, I guess we would have a window in this location. But I don't know what that looks like inside. Right, that's the rafters, so that doesn't work. So it becomes a very small, not really feasible project. Right? It just becomes this little cubbyhole. That giant thing that we just made is just for that one window. I'm amused that because there are, or was a Minecraft train in the trailer, there are tons of speculation about a transport update in 1.20. It could be, you know, there's lots of things in Minecraft that could be updated, and we've been calling for a Rails update for a long time. And something that I put forward on the Spawn Chunks was that if they did an inventory update, that's not shiny. Like, it's a need, it's something that the players want, but it's hard to sell. Right? But if you couple the inventory update with a redstone update or a Rails update or some other kind of like technical thing that you can add fun to, then your marketing is like trains and rails and cool things with animals and minecarts and all that kind of stuff. And then, oh, by the way, we've updated the inventory, you know? I love having stairs in my builds that allow me to just like walk up to the roofs and do stuff like that. So much fun. And yes, I know I keep on flying way over here, but I find that getting far enough away from these things really helps. Well, that's ugly. I've tried about 3 different times to make this thing work, and I just don't know. I just don't know. Maybe we just have to go with like non-window, something that decorates the outside of the roof, but is not something that is functional or creates extra space. Like, it's such a tall roof, you'd think it would need extra support, so maybe we have to do like support, like buttresses and stuff out here. But I mean, it's Minecraft, so you can just as quickly remove something as you can, you know, quickly add something. So at least it's not hundreds of blocks. It's only, what, a few dozen? And I'm not spending any time decorating something until I find the shape language that I like and proportions make sense. So what would make sense along here then in terms of supports? I guess something there, there, like that. Need some more stairs. How do we decorate this other thing? Andesite and blast furnaces. Don't think I brought those with me. The warden in the minecart was kind of cute. I like the premise of the whole like groove thing, like everybody just starts bouncing their heads. Which mean there could be music related updates, you know, like there could be music disc, because you've seen what's happening on Hermitcraft with the custom data pack and mod that they have for using custom music discs. I'm not saying that they're going to do that in Minecraft, but it seems to me that the underlying themes in the trailer were rhythm, transportation, a lot of coming together. The hard part now is that you've got Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Legends, and Minecraft. And Minecraft Live is about all 3 of those. So you're kind of looking at that trailer and getting an idea for things that could be promoting one game, but your brain is applying them to the game that you play the most, like Minecraft. So it could be tricky. Why did I come down here? Blast furnaces, right. We have 4. Excellent. Anything you've pinned to your Pinterest board that you might throw out some inspiration? Not recently. Chat delay. Oh yeah, it's okay. There are many days, Cosmic, where I might not have gotten there that quickly. So it's quite possible. Let's fly around the other side and just take a good look at what's going on over here. So blast furnaces into an andesite wall with a slab on top. So I'm thinking the basic structure of something like this, around here, it would start to go in. And then that's where we have to start making the decorations. So like here. More break time. More break time. I guess. I guess I'll listen to the cosmic before I get too carried away with this. Yep. Okay. If you're new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. Keeps me from getting too hunched over and sore and reminds me to drink water and all that kind of stuff. You should take a break too. Good opportunity to go grab a friend. We are always trying to grow the channel. So if you're having a good time here, then maybe share it around. I'm just, as a heads up, I might be switching games in a short while. I might be switching over to Satisfactory in like a half an hour. I don't have anything else to do until later, so sounds like a fun time to me. I'm not sure about you, but I find that a lot of people tend to be very Minecraft focused on Saturdays, so we'll see. Don't think I needed anything else in here. Anyway, we're good. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, let's see. See if we can't make these look like they're gonna work. They're pretty simple, so at least the build will have a complete look. Like it looks like I haven't forgotten about the roof, you know. So I feel like that's a decent shape. I wouldn't mind it having some air between the roof. So where I think we can fit in the blast furnaces is like here. We'll just, how did I have them on the other side? Did I have them facing outward? Remember. No. Okay. So maybe if we put that there. Maybe we have to go up a little bit higher. I'm just trying to think if we can put like a spiky thing somewhere. Right? Something decorative. But then that doesn't feel all that solid, so here we might have to go down to there. Plus, if we do the stair, it'll hide the grill. That could work. Two. Oh, I don't have any more of those. We need to make some. Actually, take those up too. A little bit like how I did the roof on the church, yeah. So there's sort of like a support buttress. Buttress is the technical term. Usually buttresses are things that are off the side of something. I don't know if I have any. Oh yeah, the church has got them on the bottom floor. So this sort of looks like them here, but then over here, I think these are just called buttresses, and then flying buttresses are the ones that have space. So this would be considered a buttress support, I think. My architectural terms from art history are a little bit foggy, but I think that's a buttress. And a flying buttress is something that has space between it, and I know I've built one, but it's way up by the entrance to the zone. Ishindo, hello, welcome in. Yeah, I don't think I have any here. Maybe over here? No, I took it down. Okay. Those are pretty cool. The problem is that I'm hiding them as they get a little bit taller. Like that looks really cool, but then this defeats the purpose. And again, I have to remember that you're mostly seeing this from the ground as the player. So really, they'll probably look okay. Would a different block work? For the top part, you mean? I mean, it could, I just don't know what that would be. I mean, we could continue with the using the walls whenever we can, you know? So like I could do the same thing here. Yeah, and so I like the andesite walls. It's the stone bricks that I'm not so sure about. I just don't want to get into repeating like that kind of a pattern either. I had some ideas for using anvils across the top of this that might be fun. I kind of feel like we need more blast furnaces. So I wonder if we're doing blast furnaces at every level. We'd have to do another one here. Hmm. Not entirely sure. I've never built these before, so it's not like they're in my build library, you know, in my brain. And you'd want a light stone block to contrast with the dark oak behind it. Yeah, so deep slate won't work, I don't think. And oh, I need more rockets. I also, because I like this thing on the other side, from a design perspective, like I kind of want to keep it similar to what's happening. What I want, rockets. Yeah, it just starts to get really repetitive. I don't dislike them. That's one way to land. What if they're not quite as tall? I guess the spiky thing is just not something I was associating with this build at this point. That's why I feel it's a little bit strange. Let's do 2 of them without these. This is exactly what we have on the other side, which is those. And then if we continue this, nope, not that way. What if this is a blast furnace again here? So instead of doing the spiky bits, we repeat this. Doesn't go up as high. Looks like a chimney though. What if we remove the stuff behind the andesite and go with a stair here? that doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? It feels very, very chunky on the top. Should be getting thinner as we go up, not necessarily the other way around. Yeah, maybe I'm going too tall with these. Maybe they just need to be short. You know, keep it there, and then just have this come in like this. Just wondering, since I just started a medieval world build myself, trying to find a smooth way to combine farms and towns and builds together. I don't know, because I haven't done it. Right now, our farms are like way over there, and the town is like behind a wall. So I don't exactly know how you might want to do that. I think the closer you get to a town, the more civilized you're going to get. So you're going to have some farms, but you're going to have a lot of roads. So I would do roads first, because I've got plans to make this area here a farm as well. But it would have a wall. And I think rather than just wide open fields, you're going to want to go with something that has like these kind of stone walls. Now this is meant to be broken down, but you could have one that looks a little bit newer, you know. And I think the closer you get to a city, the more, I don't want to say possessive, but like the more clear it's going to be where one piece of property starts and the other piece of property ends, you know? But little walls or hedges, hedge lines, tree lines, planting anything in a row that looks like it was intentionally put in helps, I think. Yeah, I don't like that either. Basically, I'm just trying to make these a little bit smaller now. Let's see if that's, yeah, that doesn't work either. So I do think we can get away with the blast furnaces up higher. But maybe that's as far as we take it. I wonder if polished basalt would look good between the two blast furnaces. Too purple, maybe? There's no real vertical gray texture that works. We could just use straight andesite. I just want it to be different than the stone brick. I feel like andesite might be a good good block. It tends to stand out. Now in the dark it doesn't stand out, of course. Yeah, that works. Mud. I don't think so. It's a little bit dark. It doesn't look bad. Like, I just think maybe not in this build. It's good to know blast furnaces and mud look good together. Morgan 1C, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So let's just commit to this. All right, so that gets us to there. Let's continue on up with andesite here. But maybe we can go thinner and then use that. And then here we could do the stair thing. And at some point, we're going to be in the next level. Yeah, okay. We had a bigger space between these, or less space between these. We could do windows. Like little dormers in between them. I guess that would have to be on the outside. If we brought these closer together, then they could frame small windows, which might look okay. Just Morgan or Morgantic. Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it. I don't mind the little ones. I think they're kind of cool. I prefer them over that. Don't know about the window though. Maybe if we force the window higher and have it look like the window was like propped up on that. So at this point, we could choose a different block. So I mean, when I mean little window, I mean very little window. No, it needs to be taller than that though. We're probably going to end up making the roof a little bit taller. Not with any kind of space, just kind of like to bring in some decoration and stuff. So that could be a kind of a cool inside window here. Mackie Moo says, gotta go. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you've joined the Discord if you have not already. VSV Meza, a slit. You mean like using a stair or something? Unfortunately, that will be off-center. Wouldn't really work. As far as my understanding. Oh, you said tiny window. Oh, I see. That could be called a slit. I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't see anything in the rain and the dark, which is fun. Dan Grice, thanks. Yeah, using the professional blocks and builds is fun. Barrels are great. Blast furnaces. Yeah, you know what? I think I just have to accept the fact that this roof is kicking my butt for like the 3rd week in a row. And we're just going to get rid of this. Nope. It's wrong. There. And crap. Okay. So those are okay. I think now the situation is... Oh, thanks, Cosmic. Yeah. I think I'm just going to finish up the 3 hours. That's probably the best plan. Probably the best plan. So how many, I guess, is the other option. I think maybe we were good with having them spaced apart. Should we use andesite stairs the whole way? Have you ever done a roof of this size before with this level of detail? Not one that I've been happy with, I don't think. I'm trying to think about the biggest roofs that I've done. I mean, I've done bigger builds, but they were like modern city stuff, right? So not here, I don't think. Not in this area. I mean, the church roof is pretty big. And you could argue that the church roof extends all the way down to the ground. With the buttresses that we were talking about earlier. See which one of these we like better. This slab or andesite the whole way. Slab. The slab looks better. So it's not finished, but it's better than what we had before. Which is a lot of times how I build the city is like, until I have a better idea, I like things to look at least like I've not forgotten about them. So I think that looks okay. I obviously have this in the wrong spot. But I also wanted to try and do something on the roof. And I like that kind of a thing. And we've been using a lot of these andesite walls. And this is a single, like it is a single sort of like area. And I'm wondering if we could do something where we mirrored this and then tried to do, I was wondering if a combination of anvils and andesite would work. Too much stuff. I don't normally use a lot of anvils in decorating, but I've seen Mythical Sausage and a couple other folks use them very successfully, I might add. Oops. Don't need campfires anymore. Alright, so we've got stairs, trapdoors, more trapdoors, slabs. I need andesite walls. I'm going to want those back. I don't think we'll need the chains, but we'll bring them, and I don't think we'll need the nether brick. I'm going to grab some slabs as well. I also like to make the point here that you're showcasing here part of Minecraft building process that not a lot of creators do. Oh, thanks. The trial and error that we all go through, wonder, is this normal? Other people make it look so easy. You're normalizing that aspect. Is that the kindest way to say thank you for having a frustrating day, Joel? Yeah, so if we go up here, I'm kind of wondering if we can get away with something like this. Now I don't know what's going to look good. It might be trapdoors. It might be andesite. It might be polished andesite. It might be like these things. I don't know. I wonder if we space out the anvils a bit. They might be a little bit too close together. I think maybe the trapdoors. Turn the anvil sideways. That to me feels like it might be not quite what we want, but yeah, we can try that. I don't think I like the slabs at all. So 1, 2, 3 together. Let's go 3 that way. Or we can try spaced out. These probably won't connect. Nope. Right, okay. Could also try that. That's an interesting idea, sideways. Spaced out, it's weird. Spaced out, it just like, it looks like an anvil. Yeah, I think I like the together. If we do them together, maybe we don't need anything on top of them. The example that I saw, I think it was on Pinterest or Instagram, had stuff across the top of them. I don't like these all in a row anyway, these dark oak trapdoors. I find it kind of a pain. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We'd have to go 17, I guess. That doesn't really work either. If it looks like an anvil, pings like an anvil. Probably an anvil. It's fair. Oh, thanks, Morgantic. That's I appreciate that. I try to keep it pretty chill. I don't play Minecraft hardly at all outside of streaming, so you get to see the whole process. There's the Joel Duggan VODs channel on YouTube, which has this entire city built in real time, if you're curious. I don't mind the two with the space. I don't know about the little drop there. I think that works pretty well. If that works for the distance. If that works for the distance, then it could work. And I think we'd maybe start them over there. All right, we need more anvils. Probably about another 6 or 8. Whoop. So I think what we do here is we would remove this and possibly turn the stair sideways here. So let's just count this out without the anvil so it's not driving us all crazy. Alright, so this would be a gap, and then we'd have anvil, gap, anvil, anvil, gap, anvil, anvil, space, anvil, anvil, space, anvil, anvil, space. So that doesn't really work out. We'll see. Yep, she's going to be loud. I apologize. Whoops. I think we'd be better off if, well, one, we could just turn that into an anvil. So it's either turn that one into an anvil, or we start it here and do two, and then reverse it, and then we just kind of come up with something fancier there. I like it though. I wonder if there's a different trapdoor, like a spruce trapdoor, although that would probably look too similar to that. We could also use dark oak stairs across there too. Kind of even looks good without the trapdoors on the anvils. Yeah, that could work too. We could try a couple of those. Remove this. I think the thing that the trapdoors on top of the anvils do is they tie in the width difference between the anvil and the trapdoor. That's the main thing that I'm getting. We found a place where spruce trapdoors won't work. Yeah. The rain again. That's like 3 or 4 times today, I think. Not a fan. I don't think there's a way to do anything here that would really work. I think that's not going to do what we want. Can't put 2 trapdoors in that space. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate the heads up. Whoa! No! Oh. That's what I get for reading the chat and flying. I don't think I like the spruce trapdoors. I think they're just too light. I think they take away the high contrast. Takes away from the build. So the only thing left to decide, I think, is just whether or not I want to do this pattern starting from that end or if I want to start from the chimney end. So if we look at this after I sleep here. Oh no, it's only... Can't sleep for another couple minutes. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. I'm just wondering if because you can see that clearer than you can see this, I kind of wonder whether, if we're going to have one, I feel like one could go here. And then I feel like this might look stronger with 2 anvils coming off the chimney. Oh, Morgantic, yeah. We could use some rain here too. I don't know if we're going to get rain anytime soon. All right, so that's what that looks like with 1. Let's just do a quick sort of revamp of like half a dozen of these. Yeah, I think that's a stronger way to do it. So we'll focus on that and just pull that across. So, I mean, we're probably going to have to remove a lot of this stuff. So that's correct. This is not. Sometimes it's just faster to rebuild the whole thing. Whoops. Thanks for the lurk, Storm Dance. Appreciate it. What region are you based? Oh, Atlantic Canada. Yeah, I'm in Nova Scotia. It's not been like a heavy drought. It's just been, I mean, it's beautiful weather. Don't get me wrong. It's nice and sunny and stuff. But like, I feel like there's a couple of folks out there with some plants that could use some, plants could use some rain. I thought we were due for rain yesterday or the day before, but it didn't happen. Kind of gives it a neat look when you can't quite see the anvils too. Like it definitely gives you like a neat little silhouette. It does kind of dance around a little bit, which is nice. I mean, I could maybe get all the way over there. It's just a matter of what the anvil is like sitting on top of. I think that's the block that the anvil is on. So if I remove this block here, I think there's nothing underneath it. Yeah. So we'd have to do like one of those. But then does that change the way that this looks from underneath too much? I don't understand what I did there. Oh, I used a stair. I meant to use a slab. So this is going to have an anvil drop on my head. I guess we could use a trapdoor. That keeps the step going, you know? That anvil took damage. Jeez. Totally meant to do that. It was the fastest way down. Nope, that's not right. Now, does that look good just going straight into that? Looks okay to me. I kind of think I prefer the wood. So like I feel like we can maybe even get rid of these last two anvils entirely. Oh, that was my forehead off the corner of that building. I feel like we can just get rid of both of these. And then come up with some sort of thing that would connect. So a stair there. That or do something like that. Or we don't have it go down at all. We just continue the wood. We could do, if we kept this trapdoor here at that level, then we could just keep going with solid stuff like this. Oh, I know. We can just continue the trapdoor pattern. It'll mean a little, it'll be like a fancy little hole. Who was it? Meza? Meza had like the idea for a little window. Little window. But I think that's probably just slightly, like it still gives a little bit of a ornate look to it. Man, it's not the best. Yeah, I like that better. There's something about this roof pitching out over the air here and having the anvils on it. It just looks like it's not supported enough. Like the anvils would break it, so, which is dumb because like that's a mental thing of these looking like anvils, and we know that they're anvils. So I'm thinking of them as heavy objects. Yeah, okay. That's good. I'm glad that that worked out. I'm glad that this has more of a fancy roof to it. I'm a little bit tempted now to pull the anvils down into some other aspect of the build. I don't know where. Like if we had one somewhere in the middle here, that could be cool. I wonder if I can do that quickly. Whoa, face, smash, death. Also, why? Oh, I don't have any bricks. Oh, I can make some. Okay, so if we... Just out of curiosity. No. All my stuff is everywhere. Whoa. I don't think I like that. It was a good idea. There's a chance it might work, but I think for now, I'll remove it. Smart this time so we don't damage the anvil. Okay. So it's cool from here too. I like that. That's nice that you can see it from down here. That was my next concern, but at least between the stone bricks that we've added here and the anvil, we've broken up the roof a little bit. I still need to do something with that top floor, and I don't know because we don't really have much room up here. Like, it's meant to be places where people could potentially sleep, but like there really isn't a lot of room. We could have a very slim hallway with, you know, using trapdoors to siphon off rooms, but it's really quite tight. So it might only be one bedroom up here. There is also this room here, so this could be a bedroom as well, although it attaches to the tower, so we have not quite figured that out yet. I also need to work that out, but at least the stuff in here is now gone. I think I've repaired the roof on the inside. Yeah, so that's looking much cleaner. I much prefer that look. Okay. Yeah, good. I mean, we might come up with a better idea for the north side of the roof, but it's better than what I had before, so happy about that. Come on, sleep. Actually, since we did the fireplace, maybe I should talk about it in the dim light of the room here. So rather than trying to tackle too much today, I just kind of poked around, which is kind of like something I like to do if I'm having a frustrating time creatively in Minecraft. So we didn't tackle anything huge. We started off with a fireplace. We've got a hanging cauldron, added some black nether brick fences. This is a custom texture. And then we've got a little basalt mini block and some decent sized fire going on, which is nice. Added a little bit of texture to the chimney. The back of the chimney is now all basalt and nether, not netherite. It's deep slate, and so that looks nice and sooty, and it sort of has this nice curve to it, sort of. We changed this chimney outside as well, so it can it doesn't show on the outside. This was andesite. We switched it over to brick. And then, of course, we added the chairs and tables from the Tables and Chairs data pack from Chuck. And I think that helps a fair bit. I don't think the tablecloths are working in the latest version, so I can't do that, which is too bad. But I like the look of this. There's a chance we go with the dark oak, but I just wanted to go with the spruce for now, so I could remove the stair and slab blocks that I had there temporarily. And then if we sleep, I removed the dormers from the outside. So there were some big dormers up here, and they're no longer there. Whoop. We've got these little buttress supports, and of course the anvil's cross top. And that's it. They took the entire stream, 3 hours of Minecraft, to get that little bit done in terms of the changes. I do like that you can see both the roof pattern or the ridge pole pattern, and then the buttresses from down here. And you can get a closer look if we go up here. And if you're ever stuck, it's really fun to use profession blocks in your builds. So here's what the buttresses look like up here. And this is an echo of the design that we have on the other side of the build. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. There's still details and other things to work out, but for now, I think we're doing pretty well. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you leave a follow. I will pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft, so do not go anywhere. We'll pass on all nearly 60 of you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out today. And don't forget, you've got things to, of course, check out. We've got the Spawn Chunks podcast. We've got the Citadel Cafe podcast. Both of those are free. You can find them wherever you get a podcast. Citadel Cafe is about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Spawn Chunks is about Minecraft. Lots to talk about on Spawn Chunks coming up to Minecraft Live in a month on YouTube. We'll be streaming or watching the stream. We'll probably be streaming on Johnny's Twitch channel, which is Pixelriffs, RIFFS. And follow me on social media on Joel Duggan on Twitch, Joel Duggan on Twitter, and Joel Duggan on Instagram. And be sure to come by, especially on Fridays, because we're doing Lego now. Every single Friday, building Lego. We built the first 3 bags of Optimus Prime yesterday. It's 1,500 pieces. It is a stellar build. Super, super fun. I'm having a blast. It's chill, just like our normal streams. I think you'll enjoy it. Throughout the week, you'll see some Satisfactory. I am able to stream a lot more now because of the fantastic support from you folks this summer. If you want to keep it up, spread the word. Just, tell friends about the stream and the content that I make. And it's just a numbers game. The more people that watch, then the better that this goes for everyone. And I truly appreciate it. You all are awesome. And we're going to pass you on to Slice Lime. Looks like he's playing from a fan server, so that's going to be fun. Slice, of course, is the lead tech developer at Mojang Studios for Minecraft Java Edition, and a good guy. Really like Slice. He's been on the show too. He's been on the Spawn Chunks. We had him on for an interview earlier in the year. So we will talk to you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC -3. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, folks. I will see you later.